Hey ladies, Trainer Susan with Athlean-XX. Today I'm going to show you 5 new glute exercises you definitely need to be doing. Hey you guys, so here's 5 new glute exercises. Maybe you've been kind of trying to do the same stuff for a while. It's fun experimenting, kind of looking around at what other people are doing. I kind of catch glimpses of like, that's different. So I'm going to share that with you today. 5 different exercises. You will need some cables for this, and a bench, and maybe a mat. Okay, the first we're going to do is a cable lunge. So with this one, I usually put a plate out in front, just kind of a handle. We're going to stick that on. You're going to have it on the lowest setting. And just figure out what weight works for you, like a moderate to heavy weight. What you're going to do is you're just going to put the ball of your foot on that plate. It just helps actually activate the glute a little bit more. You're going to take a big step back, keeping your arms straight. So you're going to step back and up. So probably step back a little bit farther. So you're just going to take a big step back and straight up. Back and up. Back and up. So I'm sorry, you want to let the weight go down and then you're going to pull it towards you, but you're going to keep your arms straight. So really think about getting that knee to the ground, keeping the ball of the foot on the plate, because that just helps get a little bit better range of motion. So down and pull and pull. So I'm really thinking about driving up through the front of my leg and that glute. I'm really feeling a good burn on the back side there. So 12 to 15, obviously when you're done, we're gonna switch legs. We're gonna do the same on the opposite side. Something a little bit different, but it really isolates the glutes. Okay, next we're gonna do a crossover kick. So we're just gonna take that off. You need to find a cuff or some kind of attachment where you can get that hooked up to the cable machine. Sometimes they're easy to put on, and sometimes they're not, as you can tell by this one. I gotta get, there we go. Okay. So once you get your cuff on, 10 minutes later with mine, make sure it's on nice and snug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this, I would set it at a fairly light weight just to give it a go of how this is going to feel. I'm going to put this on my outer leg. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the other leg, actually we're going to be here. So we're just going to be down here. This is a little tricky at first, as you can tell. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna straighten that leg out behind you, and then you're just gonna kick it off to the side. It's okay if it kind of sweeps back behind you. So what I love about this one is it's really gonna focus on that medius glute on the side, kind of that side butt. So just think about keeping a nice straight spine, kicking off to the side. Like I said, it's okay to let the leg kind of trail back behind you a little bit farther and kick out. Whew. So maybe 12 to 15 reps on that one. I'm actually gonna feel that on the other leg too. We're just gonna keep the cuff on, and next we're gonna go into a standing cable fire hydrant. A lot of times you'll see people doing these on the ground, but to really turn up the heat, you can do these on a cable. So you want a slight bend in your waist, and you're just gonna think about the traditional fire hydrant. Really, 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 really targeting that gluteus medius on the side. Keeping that nice bend in the leg, kicking out. So not only am I feeling this on the top, on my leg that's doing the work, this glute on this side is just absolutely on fire right now. So that's what's great about this exercise. So 12 to 15 reps, 3 rounds. Whew. Fire, fire. Okay, so hopefully it takes less than 10 minutes to get off. All right, next we're gonna go into a kneeling cable pull through. So I see a lot of people doing these standing, but what I like about the kneeling version is you can actually go heavier. And if you have any lower back issues like I do, it doesn't hurt your back as much as you would standing. So you're pretty much in the same position as standing. Most of the time you see people here and they're pulling here. We're just gonna be down on our knees. So like I said, you're gonna be able to get more weight with this. So you're really gonna sit back and pull through. So really think about getting that full extension, pushing those hips out. Really getting that nice squeeze at the top. I'm able to use a lot more weight doing it that way. Okay, last thing we're gonna do is a straight leg elevated glute bridge. What makes this different is we're just doing it with a straight leg. And we're elevating our legs, which is nice. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be with your back flat on the ground, feet on a bench. I like to actually rotate my feet out a little bit more because I feel like it activates the glutes a bit better. And you're just gonna lift and squeeze at the top. Keeping those toes pointed outward. Really, it's a big difference from here. I can kind of lift up. As soon as I rotate my feet out, it frees my hips. Much more glute activation. You can actually hold a dumbbell here if you want to add some weight. But for me, with my lower back issues, I just feel like I get a lot more extension here, and I feel like I'm getting a lot more activation, and I just really feel this a lot more. Like I said, you can hold that heavier dumbbell if you'd like to add some more weight. But it's just a new variation. Let's say if you don't feel as comfortable as doing kind of the traditional way that you see people doing them on a bench. To me, they're just not very comfortable to me. Okay, you guys, 5 new different exercises to hit the glutes. It's always good to just try stuff a little bit differently, especially trying to focus a little bit more on that medius, that side glute. Maybe you're just focusing it on one direction. It's always good to change things up. Thanks for joining me today. Hey, click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below. Hey, check out our Athlean Max Shred program. It's a great new program we just released to help you burn body fat and maintain the muscle you have. There's a great meal program that's customizable to everybody, no matter how much body fat you're looking to lose. Thanks for joining me.